It's hard to believe that it's almost Passover. I know. But you know what that also means? It's only 6 months until the high holidays. Well, you're asking yourself, why is he talking about the high holidays already? We haven't even finished our Passover shopping. But the high holidays and Passover are actually linked by a ritual that's about getting rid of breadcrumbs. The first is Tashlich, which is during the high holidays, when we throw the crumbs in the water to symbolize we're not going to do things that have not been helpful or wholesome during the year, and think about how to live better lives. And we do this outdoors, and we do it as a community, though you could certainly do it yourself, of course. On Passover, we have Bidikat Chametz, which is searching for Chametz, which is the night before the Seder, and then Biur Chametz, which is burning the Chametz in the morning. And the search for Chametz is within our homes and often just with our family members. One reason we do this on Passover, or right before Passover, is to actually get rid of the Chametz, the crumbs of leavened products that might still be in our houses. Because the Torah says, Matzo ye'achel et shivat hayamim v'lo yireh lecha chametz, that on the 7 days you'll eat matzah, and that no chametz, no leavened bread will be found within your homes. Our rabbis, by the way, were very nice, and they said you only have to eat matzah the first day. The other days, it's optional. You just can't eat bread. So the way we search for chametz at night is traditionally we use a feather and a candle. Now, I would show you the feather, except I am really allergic to them, so I don't use them. We actually just use a flashlight, though a candle is really nice too. And a custom that some people have is to use a lulav from the previous Sukkot. That's another way of connecting the holidays. And we search at night because it's a nicer process. According to the Bar Tanura, it's a better way of finding things at night. When it's really bright out, it's hard to see the crumbs, but when it's dark and then you just use the candle or the flashlight, you can find them. So we do the search for chametz in a very literal way, but there's also a spiritual preparation that I think is really important. You know, most holidays require some degree of preparation, but the way that we celebrate Pesach today makes us feel that we have to prepare in order to prepare. And if you think about when they were doing the search for chametz, the next night was Seder. For us, the preparations have been done so far in advance, there's probably no chametz in the house whatsoever, and that we actually have to save some breadcrumbs just for the ritual. But if you think about it, in the earlier days, people's lives were probably simple enough that they could prepare for the Seder on the day of Seder. It might be worth thinking about preparing versus over-preparing. Holidays should be the antidote to anxiety, not the cause of them. Think about ways you can simplify the holiday. Not everything has to be elaborate. It can be very simple and very beautiful, especially if you're spending it with the people who make your life beautiful and not the ones who are a source of misery, not the people who are kind of the chametz in your life. And if you can't do that, that's why there's wine at the Seder too. Passover is really about freeing yourself from all the things that hold you back from enjoying your life and from enjoying the people who are in it. Things to think about are, what chametz do you want to get rid of? What is a new issue from last year? What is an old one that's still bothering you? That's why we have these check-ins every 6 months on the high holidays and also at Pesach. And Passover means that you don't have to feel crummy. You can surround yourself with what brings you joy. And I wish you a very, very sweet and very happy Pesach.